Okay. Cool. One, two. 1, 2. Twit, twoo. Do you think we could put the heater on then? No. What? Yeah. What? Yeah. Oh, man, I'm cold, man. Bloody cold. Put clothes on. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, exhale. All good? Yeah. Yeah? Good, good. Fluttering angle, as always. Hello, you made it. As to be expected. To be fair. Huh? Yeah, I will do. A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
You're all live as well, so.
Oh, am I? Okay. Well, now the world knows that I know my alphabet. That's good, isn't it? Reassuring, isn't it, that I know it? So, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Mm-hmm. It's all working now. We've still got the Spotify playlist next to the classes, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Any members should have their R1SE thing all working now.
Okay.
Best of all, jump in the Zoom room.
Yeah. So there's the Zoom room, there's Rise TV, and there's also what's on the website as well as what's on Facebook. So plenty of avenues. Yeah, yeah. Plenty of channels.
2 minutes, 40 seconds. Right.
All right.
Oh, Instagram.
Yes. Insta.
When you finish tonight,
Yep.
that little thing that clips onto your belt,
Yeah.
plug it into charge in here.
Yeah, we'll do here, where I got it from. Cheers, Chris.
No problem.
You okay? Good. Oh, we're live on Insta. Oh.
You are live.
Woohoo.
Yeah, you're starting in.
In, just a couple of minutes. All right. Cool. So if you don't know already, you can listen to the tunes for this class on the website www.rise.co.uk/online. It's just at the top of the screen there, and then there'll be a Spotify link above it. All right. Hey, Joel. How you doing?
Yeah, all right, Ashton, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Oh, the sound's so clear. I love it. We've got new sound tech, and it's really sharp and awesome. So, yeah, I can hear you better. You can hear me better, hopefully, as well.
Yeah, actually, you do sound a bit clearer than last week was a bit muffled.
Yeah, bit tinny, but not today. Oh, I thought.
Good, no excuses.
Indeed. Oh, I pressed live. Come on. Come on, Insta, be live. Yeah, I'm sure I'm live. Good. I think I'm live. All right, so we're starting very soon. We're going live very soon. Take my seat here. Are you ready, Joel? Oh.
I'm ready.
Good. Good. Awesome. Could you just mute yourself if that's all right, Joel? I always feel so rude when I ask people to do that. But all right, going live very soon. In 10 seconds. Do, 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 do. All right, hey, what's up, Risers? How are you all doing? It's Ashton here, and welcome to Pilates 3 today. Yep, so from a little while ago, loads of core work as usual, a little bit of balance, and of course, a lot of glute isolation as well to really work into the booty there. All right, so if at any point you need to take a little rest, then please feel free to do so. Okay, so we're going to start off on our backs. So take a roll back, and then pop your feet together. Keep the legs bent. We're going to take a bound angle, right, just to open up the hips. So slowly roll back. Let the spine reach the floor, and then just give your shoulders a little roll back towards the mat there. Okay, let everything just relax. Now bringing focus to the breath. Big inhalation in, feeling the stomach rise along with the chest. And then big exhalation out, just allowing the air to naturally flow out. Maybe even close the eyes. Okay, just another 5 breaths here. Inhale. And slow exhalation, feeling all tension be released from around the hips and thighs. Okay, just 4 more in your own time. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're not breathing at the same rate as me. I'm just giving you a guide. And then slowly exhale. Now, if it feels good to do so, then you can shuffle your heels a little bit closer towards the bum to open up the hips just a tiny bit more there. 3 more breaths now. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more breaths. Really allowing the jaw to relax. Maybe even letting the lips slightly part. And just 1 final breath for me here. Inhale. And exhale. Now from here, gently open the eyes and then slowly bring the knees together. Bring your knees towards your chest. Hug your knees with your arms and then just slowly circle the knees in the air here. So we're just rocking from side to side, just enjoying that movement in the lower back there. Okay. Almost as if it were a massage. Okay, just 2 more circles this way and then we're going to circle our knees anti-clockwise. Okay, stop in the middle now, and let's go anti-clockwise for 5, for 4, nice and slowly, 3, for 2, feeling the lower back loosen off, and last circle. And then stopping in the center now. Now release your knees from your arms, plant your feet onto the floor, keeping the legs bent. We're going to come into some dynamic bridges now, just to get some movement in the spine and the glutes there. Palms facing down besides the hips and feet at hip width apart. From here, recruit the glutes and the abs, and then lift the hips up into the air. At the same time, the arms also float up. They come overhead, and we lift the chest at the top of the bridge here, giving the glutes a good squeeze, holding for a second if possible. And then as we exhale, we slowly roll down the spine and allow the arms to float down at the same time. So you're exhaling, lowering the arms and the spine all at the same time, at the same rate, letting the hips be the last thing to touch the floor here. Okay, 4 more of these in your own time. Inhale, lift slowly as we can. It's a slow, graceful movement. Coming to the top of the bridge, giving the chest a little lift as well. And then exhale, slowly floating all the way back down. 3 more to go now. And once again, it doesn't matter if you might move or breathe a little bit quicker or slower than me. Just as long as you're keeping the movement under control and not rushing it. Okay, 2 more to go now. Inhale, giving the pelvic floor muscles a really good squeeze at the top of the bridge. And then exhale. Keeping that pelvic floor tucked until the very last part of the bridge. Okay, 1 more breath here now. Inhale, lift. Chest up. And then exhale, slowly roll down the spine. All right, from here, give your hips a little bit of a shake out. And then bring your legs into the air. So we're going to take some leg lowers next. So you've got a choice. Oh, just let me adjust my mic here. It's just come off the ears here. Okay, so you've got a choice. You can take single leg lowers for less intensity or double leg lowers. Okay, so level 1, hands and neck onto the floor, and then legs extend. From here, we're going to lower 1 leg and then cycle it back in before lowering the other and cycling back in. Keeping the low back on the floor, the abs are squeezed. All right. Level 2, neck comes off the floor, shoulder blades off the floor, hands off the floor too. Same thing with the legs. Level 3, arms overhead, both legs lower at once, and then we cycle them back in, bending the legs, keeping the low back on the floor and the upper back off the floor. All right, 10 of these. Inhale as we lower, exhale slowly as we cycle back in, keeping those arms besides the ears for 9, slowly as we can, for 8. Try not to allow the lower back to arch and leave the floor here. 6. For 5. For 4, keep it slow. Try not to speed up. If you need to take a lower level, if you're getting a little bit fatigued, then feel free to do so. Right, 2 more now for 2. Hang on in there. Keep your breath slow and deep. And last breath, keeping gaze at the ceiling. And then bring your legs back in and then pop the feet back onto the floor. Okay, from here, just gently twist your knees and hips from side to side. We're going to take a single leg spinal twist now, just to stretch out the muscles on either side of the base of the spine there. So lengthen out the left leg and then bring the right knee towards the chest. The left hand rests onto the outside of the right knee and the right arm just relaxes out to the side. Look over to your right hand, take an inhalation here, and then as we exhale, we allow the right knee to fall over to the left, getting that lovely twist in the spine, allowing the shoulders just to relax, letting the chest open, maybe feeling just a few clicks and crunches in the spine here, loosening off. 2 more breaths for 2. And 1 more breath. And then coming back into center now. Okay, on to the other side now. So lengthen right leg. Bring left knee up. Right hand comes onto left knee. Left hand comes out to the side. Looking over at left. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, allow your left knee to fall over to the right this time. 3 deep breaths here for 3. 2. And then 1 more breath. Keep relaxing, feeling yourself twist and rotate more and more. And exhale, release and twist, come back into the center now. Now bring your legs up into the air. We're going to do some single or double leg toe taps now, right? Quite similar to the leg lowers that we did before. So lower back to floor, switch those abs on. Level 1, okay, hands onto the floor. neck on the floor, and then from here we're going to cycle one leg out, tap the floor with our toe, glide it in towards us, and then return to starting position. And then we keep alternating. Level 2, chin to chest, hands off the floor, and you've got a choice of alternating the legs or using both legs, which is a bit more challenging. Level 3, everything else is the same, but the arms come overhead. Are you ready? Upper back off the floor, 10 of these. Inhale, lower the legs, keeping back on floor. Exhale, glide the toes back in. For 10, for 9, try to maintain contact with the floor with the toes for as long as is possible. For 8, keep those shoulder blades lifted. 7, beautiful, flat back all the way through. 6, for 5, 4, keep it slow guys. 3, 2, try to keep the arms besides the ears if you've taken level 3. So you don't want to allow the arms to sort of slowly creep upwards like this. 2 more. All right, final one, slowest one, guys. And for 1. All right, well done. Neck onto floor, knees to chest, and then just have a little rock and roll here. Deep breaths, loosening off. Okay, whenever you're ready, roll up into your plank or tabletop position. Okay, so rolling up, popping hands onto the floor, coming onto your hands and knees. So we're going to do some ab and glute work here. So level 1, onto your hands and knees, hands underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips. First of all, we're going to go for a knee drive. So shifting weight into your left knee. Inhale, bring your right knee towards your nose. And then as you exhale, we're going to shoot the leg back, keeping the hips in line with one another. And you're going to really squeeze this glute, okay? Keep it controlled. The foot should stay at about hip level. You don't want it to fly up uncontrollably. All right, so it's inhale, knee to nose, and then exhale, lengthen and squeeze the glute. So that's level 1. If you want a little bit more intensity, then everything else is the same. We just do it from plank on the toes. All right, so get ready. Here we go. 5 on one side, right leg lifts first. Inhale, knee to nose, keeping the shoulder blades open. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Keep those hips stable. 4 more to go. Inhale, slowly squeeze. Can you get that knee a little bit higher? And exhale, lengthen, squeeze the glute. For 3, inhale. Exhale, really press the hands into the floor. For 2, inhale, keep the hips at shoulder level, and exhale, that's it, beautiful. Test the shoulder stability as well, this. 1 more, inhale, and exhale. All right, beautiful. Coming back into plank or tabletop. Maybe give your hips and shoulders a little bit of a wiggle before we take the other side now. Are you ready? Ensure your hands are underneath the shoulders, tabletop or plank. Inhale, lift the left leg, squeeze knee to nose. Exhale, shoot back, stabilize the hips. 4 more of these to go. Inhale, and exhale. For 3, inhale, and exhale. All right, 2 more to go now. For 2, inhale, exhale. Last one, stay strong for me, guys. Keep breathing. Inhale, and exhale. Biggest squeeze of the glute here, and then pop both feet onto the floor. Have a little rest if you need to, guys, so you can come onto the knees if you want, or you can take a plank hold with me for a few breaths. Okay, squeeze the core now. Okay, and also send the heels to the back of the mat. Pin those hips down. Send the abs to the back of the spine here. Try not to let the shoulder blades collapse. 2 more breaths. For 2. And then 1 more breath. Okay, whenever you're ready, lift your hips into the air, taking our downward dog. So you might want to walk your feet in a little bit closer towards the hands, just an inch. Keep a soft bend in the knees if you need, if you're quite tight in the hamstrings here. Right, take one breath here. Inhale. And then exhale. Now look in between the hands, keeping the hips as stable as possible. Let's slowly walk our feet towards our hands, bending the knees as much as we need towards our forward fold to the front of the mat here. Allow the head to relax, allow the spine to lengthen. Bring chin to chest and then very slowly roll up to a standing position. Okay, so a little bit of leg work now, working into glutes and quads. So feet just underneath the hips. We're going to take a chair squat here, right? So arms can be in front or overhead, completely up to you. A little bit more challenging overhead because you're working your shoulders a bit more to keep them up there. So whenever you're ready, inhale here, reach up, lengthen the body, and then as we exhale, sit back down into your chair. So weight into the heels, keeping the back nice and straight, tucking your glutes underneath the hips and pushing your knees outwards, guys. We're going to stay here for 5 breaths. For 5, keeping that lengthening and extension in the arms here. For 4, keeping the shoulders relaxed. So a little pinch of the shoulder blades for that lovely alignment. For 3, hang on in there, keep sinking back. For 2, keep your breaths beautifully deep, feeling the backs of the calves opening too. And then just 1 more breath. And then slowly rise. Okay, from here, release your hands and then pop your hands onto your hips. We're going to take a lunge back next. So shift your left foot back, keeping the feet at hip width apart for stability. We're then going to lower into our lunge. So the back knee lowers towards the floor. Okay, go as deep as is comfortable. If you've got a dodgy knee, then don't go too deep. So try to ensure that both knees are at 90 degrees. Okay. And then from here, we're going to pulse 10 times, just a tiny bit of movement up and down. So here we go. Inhale, exhale, 10, 9, 8, not too quickly, 7, 6, 5, keep the chest up, 4, push that front knee out, 3, for 2, and for 1. All right, stepping back towards the front of the mat. Are you ready for the other side now? So this time, left foot shifts back, right foot shifts back, and we lower that back knee towards the floor, 90 degrees, and we pulse. Let's go for 10, for 9, for 8, 7. Keep your core squeezed, guys. 6, 5. Maintain that upright position. 4, 3, for 2, and for 1. Oh, feeling that heat build up in the quads as the blood pumps into them. All right, now step back to the front of the mat and then shake it out. Okay, so we're going to take a slightly wider chair next. So feet about mat width apart. And we're going to take some pulse squats. So inhale, reach up with the arms. Shoulders are relaxed. Squeeze the core. As we exhale, sit back. Push your knees out. Take that sit back, keeping weight in the heels. That's it, and squeeze the glutes here. And then we're going to take 10 little pulses. Are you ready? Tiny, tiny little movements. Here we go for 10. For 9, stay low with the glutes. 8, 7, so keep your movements small, guys. 6, 5, keep the core squeezed. 4, 3, for 2, keep the shoulders relaxed, but the arms engaged. 1 more now. And slowly rise. All right, straighten out the legs, release the arms, and then shake out the legs here. Yeah, give them a little bit of relief there. All right, so from here, coming back into standing position, feet underneath the hips, chin to chest, we slowly roll down into our forward fold again. We pop our hands onto the floor and then step back into our plank. So next we're going to take a forearm side plank. Okay, so come onto your right elbow. Make sure that your elbow is directly underneath your shoulder and then open up over to the left. Your feet can be staggered for more challenge for the balance or stacked for a little bit more support there. Okay, make sure that your right hand is relaxed, and then from here, bring your left fingertips to your temple. Okay, elbow pointing up. As I inhale, I'm going to rotate my body and curl my top elbow towards my bottom elbow. As I exhale, I open up once again. Again, that full body rotation, testing my balance and stability. 4 more of these. Here we go. Slowly inhale, curl. And then exhale, open. For 3. Now, if it's getting a little bit too much for you, then you can always pop your bottom knee onto the floor, just like this, yeah? For 2, inhale. And exhale. Last one, slowest one. Inhale. And exhale. Opening up all the way to the top again. Okay, from here, if possible, no worries if not, we're going to keep our knees off the floor, roll back into our central plank, keeping those knees and hips in the air, and then open up to the other side, taking side plank on the other side now. So feet staggered or stacked, knee on the floor if you need to, left elbow underneath left shoulder, right fingertips to temple, inhale, rotate, curling, elbow to elbow, exhale, open up. For 4, exhale. For 3, keep it slow. For 2, making sure that the elbow points towards the ceiling. And last one, inhale. And exhale. All right, well done. Rolling back into central plank, both elbows onto the floor. Let's slowly lower the hips and thighs onto the floor. Oh, we got a little rest in our Sphinx position now. So relax the hands, bring the elbows underneath shoulders, roll your shoulders back, and then lengthen the neck. Tip the chin upwards and enjoy your rest here and stretch. That lovely stretch in the front of the abs and that lovely back bend in the lower back there. 3 deep breaths. Little roll back of the shoulders as well. For 2, keeping the abs slightly engaged. And then 1 more breath. Okay, whenever you're ready, replace your elbows with your hands, tuck your toes underneath. Upon your next inhalation, you're going to press into the floor with the hands and lift into your plank. Are you ready? Keeping knees on the floor if you need. Inhale, lift into that straight plank. And then from here, shift hips up into your downward dog, keeping bending knees if you need. 1 inhalation here. And then as you exhale, walk your feet towards your hands into your forward fold again. So just allow yourself to relax, sink deeper into your forward fold. Feel the back extend here. And then bringing chin to chest, slowly roll up to standing position. Okay, from here, we're going to come into a balancing movement. So we're going to take a single leg deadlift to a knee drive, right? So grounding into the right foot first, hands beside the thighs to begin with. We're going to inhale and then shoot back with our left leg. Opposite hand, the left hand reaches towards the bottom ankle. And then as I exhale, I'm going to float back up into my standing position and then drive my knee towards my chest using the abs for that lift, all right? 8 of these, here we go. Inhale into single leg deadlift, using your back leg as counterbalance, slow movement, and then exhaling, lifting and squeezing that knee towards the chest. All right, for 7, slowly. Keeping everything under control, squeezing the base glute. For 6. No worries if you need to tap your foot onto the floor between each one, that's cool, yeah? If you don't even have to lift your back leg off the floor, if you don't want to, you can just shift it back if it's a little bit too much for you to balance on one leg. Okay. So I think there's 4 more now for 4. Inhale. And exhale. Deep breaths, guys. Breathe through that lactic acid for 3. For 2, hang on in there, you can do this. All right, final 1, come on. And exhale all the way back up. All right, beautiful. Both feet onto the floor, guys. Shake it out, shake it out. Well done. Okay, onto the other side now. Are you ready? Grounding into the left foot. Inhale, shifting back, hinging at the hips. Opposite hand to opposite foot or shin. And then exhaling all the way back up. Now you might find that you have a stronger side here. 7 more. For 7, remember, take all the different levels that I showed you before, whichever one you need. For 6, nice and slowly, focusing on breath. For 5, focusing on a spot if you need to. 4, trying to stop wobbling too much. For 3, inhale. And exhale, keeping the hips in line with one another so we don't open up to the side. 2 more now. Slowest one for 2. Okay, 1 more. And for 1, inhale. And exhale. Big squeeze of the knee towards the chest here. Well done. Oh, all right, step out the feet, guys. Shake it out. Shake away the burn. Very good. All right, so from here, coming back into standing position, chin to chest, slowly roll back down into forward fold once more. Hands come onto floor and we step back into our plank, back into some plank work. All right, so from here, we have a choice. We can come onto knees and then bring our left knee towards our left elbow. And from here, we can move the knee, we're going to move the knee down towards the wrist and then squeeze our abs to lift that knee back up towards the elbow. You can do this on the knees, that's level 1, or you can do it from plank. Right, keep your hips down, bring knee to elbow, slide down towards the wrist, squeeze abs, bring it back up to the elbow. Okay, so we are going to do 5 on each side, nice and slowly, not rushing the movement. Are you ready? Let's go. Inhale, knee to elbow. Exhale, lower. That's 5. Inhale to elbow. Exhale down. That's 4. Inhale for 3. Exhale. For 2, keeping those hips down. Exhale. 1 more to go here. Stay strong. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Now, come back into plank and then take a little rest on the knees if you need to. If not, then just continue with me. Other leg now. Inhale, elbow, knee to elbow. Exhale to wrist. 5. 4. Oh, feel that big ab engagement. Shoulders as well. For 3. For 2. Keeping hips down. 1 more to go. And for 1. And step back to plank. Guess what, guys? Knees down. Woo. Now we get to take a little stretch of the shoulders. I'm sure you are needing it. So from here, thread your right arm underneath your left. Extend the left arm. You've got a choice. You can pop your cheek onto the floor. Stay here if that's enough of a stretch for you. Or you can rotate your face, your head, so that your chin points towards the floor. And you should feel that intensify your shoulder stretch there. 3 deep breaths for 3. Try to enjoy it. For 2, keep relaxing. And then 1 more breath. And then gently unthread your arm from underneath you. Both arms extended. Let's go for the other side now. So left arm underneath right, cheek to floor, or turning so that the chin points downwards. For 3. Deep breaths. For 2. slowly unthread your arm from underneath you, sit back onto your heels, and then sweep your legs round towards the front. We're going to take a double leg forward fold now. So relax your legs. And then as we inhale, reach up with the arms. You want to really lengthen the spine, squeeze the abs. I keep reaching, extending the arms, and then leading with the chest. We are going to fold forwards, hinge at the hips. Okay, so try to keep the shoulders rolled back and try to keep the back as straight for as long as you can. Once you feel like you cannot hinge anymore, then allow your hands to come onto the floor, onto the sides of the calves, or if possible, even wrap around the soles of the feet. Okay, try to keep the back as straight as is possible, and just keep relaxing the legs, feeling that hamstring stretch. 3 deep breaths now. Maybe you want to shuffle your hips back a little bit just to create a bit more length in the spine there. 2 more deep breaths, nose to knee. And 1 more breath. Okay, from here, release your feet or calves, and then slowly roll back up to a seated position. Okay, now next we're going to take an L-sit to reverse tabletop. Okay, so hands onto the floor, just behind the hips here. Fingertips pointing forwards, preferably, but no worries if they're pointing out slightly out to an angle, because everyone's mobility in the shoulders is different. Okay, so lift the chest, squeeze the abs. We're going to ground into the hands and then lift the hips into the air. This is your L-sit, all right? And then from here, we're going to ground the feet into the floor and then lift the hips into the air, taking our tabletop. Try to ensure that your wrists are directly underneath the shoulders. All right, let's go again. So as we inhale, we're going to slowly lower the glutes, bring them back in between the wrists here. As we exhale, we lift and squeeze. All right, so 5 more of these. Inhale, slowly back, keeping everything under control, and then exhale, lift. So you want to keep the abs squeezed all the way through this. You want to make your body as flat as possible in your tabletop. And 3 more. Inhale. And exhale. For 2, inhale. Keeping the glutes off the floor if we can. And exhale. Lift that chest. 1 more to go now. Inhale. And exhale. All right, slowly release the glutes back onto the floor here. Okay, so now we're going to take a single leg forward fold. Okay, so bring your right leg out slightly to the side, bend your left leg, pop your foot onto the inner thigh or slightly lower down if both of your glutes won't touch the floor. Okay, and then from here, inhale, lift up the arms. And then as we exhale, we're going to turn towards our right foot, the length of the lengthened leg, and then fold forwards. Again, leading with the chest, guys, keeping the shoulders rolled back. Feeling that length in the lower back there. Once you feel like you can't hinge anymore, then allow hands to come to floor or around the foot and nose to knee. Feeling that deep hamstring stretch in the lengthened leg. For 2 more breaths here, for 2. And 1 more breath, keep relaxing. And then release your foot. Walk your hands back towards you. Okay, onto the other side now. So lengthening out the left leg, bend your right leg, foot onto inner thigh, glutes to floor. Inhale, reach up with the arms. And then as you exhale, rotate and turn and fold over to the lengthened leg. Extending, stretching, hinging, and then relaxing. For 3. For 2. And then 1 more breath. All right, from here, walk your hands back towards you. Bring both knees together. And let's tip onto our tailbone. We're going to take a teaser or a boat now. All right, so lift the chest. The legs can be bent or if possible, straight. Okay, keep lifting the chest, keep the chin tipped upwards so we don't sort of cave into our chest here, and keep the arms relaxed. That's it. And we're just going to hold for 5 beautiful deep breaths, keeping that lovely straight V shape with the body here. For 5, a little bit higher, use the abs to get the legs higher, avoiding rounding of the lower back there. For 4, keep the breath calm. For 3, lift the chest a little bit more. Try not to let the back round there. Try not to sink back or lie back too much. For 2, you've got this. All right, 1 more breath. And then release the legs to the floor. Give your legs a little bit of a shake out. Twist from side to side. And then whenever you're ready, we're going to take a reverse plank with possible climbers. All right, so hands onto the floor behind the hips. And then rolling the shoulders back, we're going to squeeze the glutes and the abs and lift ourselves into our reverse plank. So your reverse plank, you want a straight line with the body. If this is not possible, then just bend the knees, come into your tabletop instead, all right? And we've got a few options here. You can stay in your tabletop or reverse plank, or if you want to make it a little bit more dynamic, you can inhale, bring one knee towards the chest, step back down, and then slowly alternate between the legs. Okay, so this tests our core stability, because as we squeeze the knee towards our chest, we want to keep everything as still as possible. Keep the chest up, guys. Keep those shoulders engaged. Try not to allow your hips to sink downwards. That's it. Or the back to round. 3 more on each side for 3. If you need a rest, then please take one. Shake out the wrists. It can be a little bit wrist heavy, this. For 2. Inhale, keeping that beautiful straight body. Well done. And then 1 more breath. You can do it, guys. 1 more on each side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale. All right, releasing glutes back onto the floor here. Okay, so now we're going to take a teaser again, so onto our tailbones, but this time we're going to twist the arms over from side to side, okay, so onto your tailbones. Feet can be on the floor if you want, if you need a little bit of support. Lift the chest once more, extend the arms, inhale here. As you exhale, we're going to open up the arms, opening up to the side, keeping the arms at 180 degrees from one another, rolling this left shoulder back. Inhale, and twist, come back into center, and then exhale over to the other side, keeping both shoulders relaxed. All right, so just 4 more on each side. Inhale, exhale. For 4, for 3, keep that chest up, chin up 2, 2 more on each side, keep those legs lifted, for 2, nice and slowly, exhale as you open and twist, and then 1 more on each side now for 1. Inhale to center, and then exhale over to the side. All right, very nice, guys. Inhale back to center, and then release your feet onto the floor. Okay, if you need to, then just give your knees and your hips a little bit of a shake out. And then from here, we're going to roll back onto our backs and do a lower plank ab hold, right? So legs come into the air. Both legs, keeping a soft bend in the knees if you need to. And then bring hands together in a prayer position. And then lift the upper back off the floor, chin to chest. Keep reaching towards your ankles as much as possible. Really feeling that lower ab engagement here. Keep those shoulder blades off the floor. Keep reaching, staying high. That's it. 5 more deep breaths for 5. Hold for me. For 4. Flexing the feet if you want to keep those legs engaged. For 3, really digging that lower back to the floor. For 2, it's normal to shake a little bit if you're exerting yourself. And 1 more breath. All right, and then slowly release feet to the floor. Keep the legs bent, coming into our bridge starting position, and the feet at hip width apart. Okay, so from here, we're going to take some twist crunches. Okay, so bring hands to heart here. And then from here, I'm going to bring chin to chest. Upper back is off the floor. Inhale here. And then as I exhale, I'm going to lift one shoulder off the floor and point my hands onto the side of my legs into the air. Inhale back to center, rolling back onto my upper back. And then exhale, lifting one shoulder off the floor. Getting that twist, using the obliques for this lift here. Inhale to center, keeping gaze at ceiling. Exhale, lift. Inhale to center. Exhale, lift, using the hips to twist. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, we've got 5 more on each side now. Inhale. Exhale for 5. A little bit more lift if we can, a little bit more twist. For 4. For 3. For 2. And for 1. All right, releasing hands back to chest, neck to floor here. Give your knees and hips a little bit of a twist out. Relax your hands for a moment. So we're just carrying on our focus on the obliques here. We're going to do some bicycle crunches. We've got options again. Okay, so bicycle crunches, chin to chest, hands to temples, legs into the air. Level 1, knees stay bent, and then we twist and bring opposite elbow to opposite knee. Inhale to center, exhale over to the other side. Keeping the elbows wide, guys. Okay, that's level 1. Level 2, straight legs, opposite elbow to opposite knee, and we swap. All right? So pick whichever level you need to take. If you need a rest, then please feel free to do so, to take one. Okay, so we're going to do 20 of these, okay, relatively quickly. Are you ready? Keeping an eye on the breath. All right, shoulders up, lower back to floor, taking position, and we go. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. For 18, 17, 16, 15, 13, 12, 11, 10. Keeping legs straight if you're taking that option. No worries if you need to bend them. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Point the toes if you want. 5. Keep those elbows wide, remember. 4, 3. Oh, feeling that heat in the core. 2. And for 1. All right, well done. Oh, feet onto floor, guys. And then twist the hips and knees from side to side. Loosening off. And then we'll finish off in some penguin crunches. All right, so just last thing on the obliques here. Chin to chest. Feet onto the floor. And then from here, we're going to reach our left hand towards our left ankle, squeezing the side of our abs there to get that bend in. Inhale to center, exhale over to the other side. Inhale, exhale. That's it. So 5 on each side. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep the shoulder blades off the floor. And then for 1. All right, come back to center. And then allow your arms and back to relax here. From here, we're going to finish off in a happy baby. So bring legs into the air. Try to relax the legs. And then pop your hands onto the ankles or the outsides of the feet, or even take a toe bind with your second and third fingers hooking around the big toes there. Elbows onto insides of knees. Focus on relaxing the shoulders and spine here, allowing the knees and hips to open up. Once you feel settled in your pose, then you can start to rock from side to side. Okay. Just enjoying that momentum and movement. Deep breaths now. Slow it down. getting ready for our relaxation as we come towards the end of our practice. For 3, for 2, and final breath here. Come back into center. And then release your feet or toes. You've got a choice of taking bound angle or just lengthening out both legs for your relaxation here. Depends on whether you want to. Keep opening up those hips there. Okay, allow the shoulders to roll back and the palms to unfold. Relax the face. Deepening and slowing each breath for 5. For 4, feeling the knees open up more and more. For 3, feeling all the pressure be released from in between each vertebrae. For 2, one final breath for me, but if you want to take longer in your Shavasana, then please feel free to stay in it. All right, upon next breath, bring knees together, slowly roll to one side. Take one breath here, and then in your own time, slowly roll or push up to a seated position. All right. Hope you enjoyed that. We've come to the end of our practice now, and have a great rest of the day.